In a veiled attempt to keep YouTube's automatic closed captioning system accurate, I'll be using my broadcaster voice throughout this entire video. From the Garden of the Grills, in the noisiest neighborhood in the known universe, hello and welcome again to Smoky Goodness. Today we're going to be doing something we've done at least twice before. First one goes way back to the very start of this channel, and I did this about a year, maybe a year and a half ago. Beer Steamed Brats. And we got a special brat for you. Oh, by the way, this video was kind of inspired by both Sal over at the Root Boy Cooks in terms of the beer, and Russ H over at Smokes a Rollin' in terms of changing it up a little bit. Pretty much the same as I've done them before. There are going to be a couple of changes, however, and the major change is this. This is a Kansas City brat. It's infused with Boulevard Brewing's Pale Ale. Really good stuff. Hey, the doctor says I can't drink it. He didn't say anything about not eating it, right? I'll explain everything as we go along. Stick around, Herb. All right, let's start off with the grill dome and the lower extension in the down position. And I'm gonna let that heat up just a few minutes. Before we get the brats on, we're gonna sear them. All right, to begin, we've got the lower extender rack in the down position. I'm gonna sear these brats to begin with. The grill dome is only running at about 200 degrees right now, but I figure with the lid open like this, it'll come up really quickly. Just want to brown them up a little bit. We're certainly not gonna cook them all the way through. I haven't done this yet as I make beer steamed brats, so this is a first. I'm gonna leave the lid up, let that flame catch up, and we'll go from there. All right, as our brats are searing, I've cut up a small onion here. I'll cut this in half, just like that. Then check this out. I have had this thing forever, maybe even over a year, and I haven't used it yet. As a matter of fact, I just opened it and washed it. So we're gonna give it a try right now. Give it the old test, if I can open it. All right. So you just lay your onion on there and chop it up, right? All right, the other half. Oh yeah, it's pretty good, doesn't it? You can't see that. Yeah. We've got a little bunch of measuring here, so we've got 1 cup of onions. So, cool. And a couple of minutes has gone by. Flip these guys around a little bit. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for right there. I'm gonna move these around also, so that everybody gets an equal shot at the fire. Gotta have an equal shot at the fire. We're an equal opportunity barbecue channel here at Smoky Goodness. Whoops, come back here, you. All right, I'll let those finish up. We're gonna pull them off and we'll get on to the next step. Don't they look great? And we're gonna pull these off for a moment. We're gonna set the grill dome up. Normal rack. I'm going to put the deflector plate on the normal cooking rack. And the extender rack like that. We're going to close the lid, get the temperature back down to about 200 degrees. Well, it's only been a couple of minutes, a little bit over 200 degrees, but that's okay. This thing comes down so quickly. Hey, it's a grill dome. Okay, I've moved the deflector plate over a little bit because I'm going to put my black iron pan right there, and I want to ensure that the lid is going to close. Maybe like that. That should do the trick. Add a little bit of coconut oil to the pan, not a lot. got a full can of sauerkraut. And add that juice and all. And the onion that I just cut up over there. Kind of makes everything kind of convenient, I think. You've seen this before. 1 cup of brown sugar, and it didn't jump over the side. And lastly, you can't have beer steamed brats without the beer. I'll save a little of this. I hope I didn't just say lastly. Something else has to go into this pan, you know what that is. Our breakfast, man. Just lay this in there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, lid down. Let this stabilize out at 200 degrees. It's gonna shoot way up because I had the lid up, but it's gonna come right back down. 200 degrees for 30 minutes or so. And got a couple of other surprises for you. Stick around. Okay, these brats are about to come off. It's been about 40 minutes in that pan. And this whole neighborhood smells great. But before we pull them, I got a couple other things out here. I've got some pretzel rolls and some Brie cheese. And I know this isn't real French Brie. This is not Francois, man. It's an American version of Brie, but hey, it's gonna work. I've been all over the internet last week or so, looking to see if anybody else has put Brie on bratwursts. And I couldn't find anything. That could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing. I think it's gonna be a good thing. There, you know, the internet's a really big place. There's probably someone has done it sometime, at some point, but I couldn't find it. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna melt the cheese on the brats in the buns. That's why I put that middle rack in there, the main cooking rack. The anticipation is killing me. Look at that. Take the deflector plate and move it a little bit this way. Okay, next I'm going to take a couple of these brats and cut them in half. These buns will fit 1.5 brats, so we'll do that. Just like that. I'll lay the buns right here on the plate. All right, load them up. Gonna melt the Brie. Okay, now I'm gonna close the lid and let those slices of Brie melt just ever so slightly. This is Brie cheese. You don't want to really melt it. Just takes a little bit, that's all. All right. As you can see, I've removed the upper rack and all that. It was just too hard to work with. Let's get these bad rabbits off. Dress them up. Have dinner. Shut up, cicada. Come here, you piece of Brie. Woo! Melty. Check it out. Nice and melty. All right. But how does it taste there, Mr. Smoky Goodness Jr.? I know it's messy. Ain't no two ways about it. These things rock. They're a huge mess, but man, they're good. I seriously don't understand why there aren't more videos on YouTube or anything on the internet about Brie cheese added beer steamed brats, man. This This is amazing.
The ground herb.